from Virginia. He's a active competitor. If you Google him, YouTube him, you'll know exactly how good he is. I had to convince him to do a gi seminar. If you ever want to learn the flying scissors, heel hook, this is the guy. So he's going to do a seminar for us about an hour long, and then we're going to do something a little bit different. So from Professor Dave's side, they actually test for their belts. So Coach Chris will be testing for his black belt tonight after the seminar. So stick around. Obviously, he wants all your support. You know, he's all done a class for you and all. So super exciting night tonight. And then I'll pass it over to Professor Dave.
All right. Thank you all for coming out tonight. I was asked a few different topics in terms of what I want to teach. Now, although I do have a lot more prolific experience in no-gi divisions, I do have a lot of good jacket pinning mechanics, and I'm going to be sharing that with you all tonight. I will also just share two little snippets. One, I was never really into the gi when I first started because I came from an MMA background. And then as I got out of the Marine Corps, I started realizing that I didn't know as much jiu-jitsu as I thought I did. And the jacket is really a crucial element to that. It just enhances everything we do. If you can fight through the deficit of someone grabbing you, you're gonna do better. And now it's this weird thing where I love winning while they hold on the most. So we're gonna go through all that tonight, so thank you. You do with this far side lapel from this position, and I think this is a very neutral place to start where we can get a lot accomplished very quickly. So I'll show a trio of moves all at once, just to get this going real fast. Now, I start with the jacket open on the far side and what we call a crossface, just an underhook on the neck. Now, if I have this jacket in my hand and his elbow's up, one of the first things I can do is feed this jacket all the way under and make a good grip. Now, let's say Chris gets an underhook and he wants to turn on his side. Not too good anymore, is it? Well, what else could I use this for? Well, if I have this connection, you have a thought? Oh no, please, if you have a thought, please. What else can I use this for? Kimura, we'll get there soon. Cross collar choke, cool. What about coming back to block his hips? Turning him on his side, stepping, sliding through, and making it a crucifix. Cool. I think we start with this because it's showing us that we can sublimate jiu-jitsu. A sublimation, who knows what that is? Like sublimated rash guards? No, I'm talking like elemental states. Solid, liquid, gas. If I go from solid to gas, I skip the stage, right? That means you turn up the heat real fast. I'm gonna do the same thing because what is the positional hierarchy in jiu-jitsu? Side position to what? Knee on belly. Don't forget your two, right? Then mount, then the back. Cool, I just went straight to the back off of side. Nothing wrong with that, right? Now, just be careful. This isn't gonna score you points for the back. It's a back attack, but it's not back for points, all right? So, I take the far side lapel, I feed it all the way under. If you notice, my left hand stayed close to the shoulder, and I don't just feed the end of the jacket. I pass it all the way through until I take out all this slack. Once my right hand is done doing that, it doesn't need to be on this side anymore unless I plan on doing attacks on the arm. But if I want to transition to a different attack position, my hand will come back and block his hip. It blocks his hip because my knees are about to move and I don't want to get re-guarded. So I block his hips, I start turning him on his side, I step out, baseball slide my thigh all the way under. I still use this grip to pull him, and I kick, grab, and now I'm in a crucifix. Okay? We're gonna start with this move first. And then I said we're gonna go through two more moves from this exact same position. Any questions before I show it again from a different angle?
Face chicken wing, and then spin all the way.
Yeah, so even if I'm going to keep holding it across here, I still doesn't do it.
Heavy, and straighten my arm, come through.
Try to bring your knee close. Yeah, and then bring that one forward, triangle here.
What? You got a back roll out of it.
You literally were choking before he started.
Yep. Yes.
Perfect.
Perfect. Perfect. Perfect. And then we can start having fun with the lapels too.
Any details here? No. Because I come here. Straight to my arm.
Yeah, because the head control is good. And with,
Now here.
yeah.
And
Yep. Yep.
thank you.
Why, Professor, do you think we use bottom leg, not top, for crucifix in this position? Because
Why?
a lot of people can make the top leg easy, right? But why do we want the bottom leg? And that's the question I'm going to ask the class. Why bottom leg? Because we have to think of facing. When a human being is facing this way, our range of motion is really good to our front 180 degrees and terrible behind us. And the way that our arms are shaped, our arms bend really well this way. So it makes sense if you go bottom leg up and over, the connection over the elbow is like a chain link fence. But if you go over the top, what ends up happening is it's very easy for someone to turn their palm up, slip their elbow.
In this case here, for example, when I started with him, Professor, here, if he close the elbow here, I can't.
Except we can.
Now probably
Yep.
we keep variation.
So the elbow is closed, right?
Yeah.
I have hand control that I can possibly make. And as I'm here, my right knee can get under this elbow and I can start pulling to make the like no gi. I don't have a lapel. So where do I make my grip? I palm this here and I shoot this hand deeper to get to here, and now that arm stays away.
Oh, nice.
So I like having the gi variations, but ultimately what are we trying to do? Open up the shoulder a little bit. It's your legs that are sore, right? Not your arms?
I'm good.
Okay. I'm so sorry, bud. You've had an arm injury. This is the natural recovery position for your arm. It's also the strongest shape your arm can take, which is why when I tell people keep your friends close and your elbows closer, that makes your jiu-jitsu good, right? When you guys are reaching and you look like falling zombies, you get arm dragged like you wouldn't believe, that's why. You're very weak with your arms extended. Him keeping his elbows in like this is good for business, hard for me. But I also need to know that just pinning the jacket over in that shape doesn't make him get submitted. I need to take his elbow to at least the line of his shoulders, if not higher for the submission. Ask my training partner, can you extend your arm out? There's some play in there. It's not great yet. But now my right hand is free to do more work. So after I've passed the lapel over for the initial grip, my right hand goes to the floor and my wrist catches his elbow. I'm gonna spider walk my hands to get his elbow to a high position. And then I shoot myself elbow deep under his armpit to do what? To re-grip that material again. And when I re-grip the material, you'll see how high I gripped it. I'll shoot a pseudo knee on belly. I'm not gonna pop up, I just wanna keep his hips from driving. And now I just pull my elbow back for this Americana. Okay? And it's one-handed because I can keep this cross face. You wanna make it a little worse on your trading partner? Cup their head and pull their head away before you go. Why does that make the shoulder lock worse? Everything's connected, folks. Just rotating on one side of the equation is not as powerful as pulling the tension out on the other side, then rotating the other side. I like to go crown of the head, and I go ear to shoulder before I lift here. Okay. It just takes all this tension out before you rotate. So as weird as it is, I want you to feel the difference between the pulls. So on the one, we've got a really good connection. We come up, no head manipulation. I'm gonna see how much shoulder rolling I need to get the tap, and I'll go super slow. I would say that took about 40 degrees of motion. I would say that took about 25. Just by taking it away. And the same thing is true. The same thing is true with any shoulder lock we make on the arm. Me trying to hip into this versus me staying here and hipping in. You guys have been in this position before.
So first, Jesse, gonna have the frame here on his neck here like this. So try to see how you are. Try to go closer to the wrist. Oh, sorry, yes. Closer to the wrist.
Well, if I have the tail end of the skirt here, no, you're good. If I have the tail end of the skirt And I start to go over his wrist, but he pulls his arm out and he's like, nope, psych. What am I gonna do? Put this lapel back? Like not ever use it again? No, I just feed it straight to my left hand like nothing changed. Why? Because now I take my right hand through this space and I set up this Ezekiel with his lapel, right? Heck yeah. How dare he wear a jacket?
No chair. He's going fast as hell for no reason.
He hurts. Look at him fast.
But you want to make sure you just get the end of it. Just the end. Okay, that's everything that
So, who wants to do the standing round?
Kevin. Kevin! Professor Kevin. Professor Dave, Professor Kevin.
Professor, would you be fine with doing the standing round for Chris? The way it's going to work is, in the first round, he'll ask for a certain feed, whether he wants grips or no grips or just space, and he'll show a takedown into a knee on belly.
Okay.
Very simple. And then he'll do that for as many reps as he wants within a minute. When he's decided that he's done showing me a thing, we pause, and then we'll start another round, and it's 1 minute of stand-up sparring from there. And you can go as crazy as you want. Right?
Here's a back.
Who do we?
And then back is going to be Professor Mair.
That's fun. I love it. He's gonna play guard on somebody. Who's a good guard passer? Who's gonna make him like stress to play guard?
My Professor
Kevin. Okay. Ready, so third round, he'll be playing half guard on you, but then you get to pass his guard in the spar. That'll be fun. Who's got a good guard to play against him? I'll do side position top, just because that'll be miserable for him. And then we'll run it back the same way.
Okay.
So you want to just do the 5 of us 2 times each? So we're going to start with some good stuff. So the way this works, we're going to do 10 rounds. Think of every round more like an inning in baseball, where there's a top of the inning and a bottom of the inning. During the top of every inning, Coach Chris just has to do a technical demonstration. He is just executing a set of moves. Now, the thing is, he's going to get a starting position and an ending position. And sometimes they're really far apart from each other, sometimes they're adjacent. He's got to be able to figure out how to go through that transitioning. As a black belt candidate, should I be testing him on his technical ability? No! I'm going to be testing him on his tactical ability. Why? Because he knows techniques. He's a technical guy. But I'm judging him based on his choices. Because if you saw what we did today in the class, we had a bunch of things that were going wrong and we still won, right? So that's what we want to see. Now every single round ends in a submission. He has to get to that final position and submit from there. And once he's done doing that cycle, we're going to get a pause or maybe a rest, and then we're going to reset. And the bottom of every inning is a positional spar from that position. Okay? So it might sound like 20 minutes of work. You'll be watching as 20 minutes of work feels like an eternity. Okay? Especially as we have fresh black belts every round. Now, without further ado. This is his prerogative to spend the next 20 seconds getting his breath. And that'll be really beneficial towards the later rounds. Okay, you're gonna hear the first bell go off in about 15 seconds. Just know that from there, you slap bump and it's gonna be a spar. If you take him down, we reset from standing. You take him down, we reset from standing. It's not gonna then go to Newaza. Okay? So, you'll hear this bell in 5 seconds. You'll have 5 seconds. You'll hear the next bell. So that was the end of your first round. Go! Come back up. Good. Short time. Time. You're going to be on the bottom at 9. He's going to be in a technical mount, so you're going to be on your side. Good. Yep. You're going. Yep. No, just a regular technical. Okay. So you can keep your elbows in. He's just going to have one knee up. Do you want it to be reverse or regular? Okay. All right. So now from here, it's defend to a leg tangle. Okay. So bottom of technical mount, leg tangle. Then after this, it's going to be a spar. He gets to choose the mount. Okay. So start from here. Listen to the bell. Go. Right, when you hear this first bell, don't find it. It's the second bell in 5 seconds after. You still got about 10 seconds less. Now, if you can get to anything other than a quarter guard, so half will count. Okay. Quarter doesn't. If you just trap his foot, he's live. Sure. Now, if he takes your back or submits you, it's over. Okay. You have to get to guard up. Okay. Next bell is the start. Ready, gentlemen? All right. Next bell is the start. Go. Many attacks as you want, Professor. Gotta control the position. Good, let's reset the mount. Reset the mount. 15 seconds. Time! Actually, I'll jump over this one. Leg shelving to top, okay? Leg shelving to top. So you can't let me mount or enhance. If you wrestle up, you're screwed out there.
You guys notice the people he uses are people who are good at the position too.
He's saying that because he knows he's not escaping.
Damn it.
Children. I'm sorry.
I got to show that.
You're going to try to play some half guard. And your goal is to try and get to the top side position. Okay? Half guard, top side position. Ready? You can tell Professor to get to any configuration you want. You good? Okay. Go. Short time, get your breath. Now you're going to be playing guard against Professor. Any guard you want, any pass he wants. If he passes, reset. You need a sweep or a wrestle. Listen for the bell. 5-second reset. And then it's time to go. Slap ball. Go. Sometimes it feel like that. All right, reset. Can't win them all. All right. Time. Now, Chris, you'll relay the spider. So you can say like staggered, not staggered, from a knee, from standing. When you hear the bell, it's time to go.
I have to go to the car.
To north south. And then finish. Dá um pouquinho de força aí, dá um pouco mais de trabalho assim. Fazer trabalhar isso, vai. Fazer pra trabalhar no X aí. Short time, 10 seconds. Bora trabalhar agora, vai. Boa. Time. Like I learned that before. Okay, something new? Yeah, I'm trying to think of something new. We'll figure it out. Take a break. 20 seconds. Want to get your water?
Ray, can you get my water right there?
15 seconds. Alright, listen up. Second bell, it's time to go. If he gets to a full half guard or any better than that, you lose. Go. Try to get to mount or the back. Reset. Reset. You defended this submission, go back. Go back. Side. Good. Control, are you losing? Time. Good work. Okay. Go. Time. Chris, you're on the back.
This Chris or me, Chris?
Try it again. So back to leg and tail. So from here, you can start with any back configuration you want, but if he escapes, period, in a sense, even if it makes you go down, that's a loss. You have to stay on that.
We're sledding. Isn't it even?
Go. Second bell is go. Don't lose the back. Nope. Let's go down. Let's go down. Back go up, work on the working off. Take it back. Reset. Good work. Chris, your bottom turtle, you have to wrestle up. You got this, Chris. Come on. You ready? Go. Wrestle up. Wrestle up. That's good. The boy can dream.
The first time you see a triangle on my ear.
I know. You got about 12 seconds. Now, from here, you can take any back position ever you want.
Okay, I'll just see that.
Seated. Moves back and not get submitted. Get ready. That's it.
Didn't die.
Halfway. Short time. Good job. Feel the earth. just have to run a quick bit of math, which is going to be hard for me. We'll take about 2-minute break, and then we're going to fix our D's and we're going to line up, okay? Sound good? And facing this way, please. So, Chris, by all means, wipe yourself off, get a sip of water.
You pop the same way it pops, not the only way like I did with you that one time?
Proud of you, bro. You did great, proud of you.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you. Thank you. Work.
It's fun.
Does our boy suck? No. Some of you are clapping like, yeah. We think he did pretty good? Yeah. That's way better. Asked on the side, do I grade it in real time? And the answer is yes. Who saw the grades when I was doing it over here? Did anybody see me grading them in real time? Yeah, 92 out of 100. So here's the thing. I make sure that everyone who gets a black belt from me scores above a 90. That was tight, right? That was really good stuff. And fresh opponents every round, all of whom were good in their positions. So without further ado, it would be my honor to welcome my good friend and student, Chris Belsky, up here to receive his black belt. Congratulations. You did amazing. You're going to go get choked, and then you're going to go speak.
I have to choke you now? Any type of choke?
The belt.
Oh, okay, do the belt.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
It's the last time you're going to choke him out with a brown belt.
Yeah.
The whole line?
Yeah, the whole line.
Faster. I'm proud of you. You deserve, bro. You deserve, bro. Such a special moment. You deserve that, bro. Congrats, bro. Congrats, bro. Well deserved, bro. Love you, bro.
Congrats, Grace.
Something like that.
It really means so much to me, so I was ready just thinking about it, crying, man, fuck, dude. But, you know, when my heart is really full right now, and my wife knows that when I say that, it means a lot. Having so many special friends here with me, and being able to share this moment with you guys means, like, you guys don't even know. You guys have heard me coming up the last couple of weeks. I said, you know, I don't even really, the belt doesn't mean much to me. I just care about sharing my jiu-jitsu with you guys, and having Dave here, sharing it with you guys is just like the coolest thing. I told you guys, I don't really care about this. I want you guys to meet my professor. I want you guys to meet Dave, because the stuff he gets to show, the stuff I've been spoiled to learn for my jiu-jitsu is thanks to him and stuff. So first of all, yeah, thank all of you. But my first thanks has to go to my wife, because without her, man, like she never complained when I came to class, never gave me, you know, crap about it, never said no. She knew that, you know, when I deal with things, the way I deal with it is I come to here and I spend time with you guys, and that means so much. And she's so devoted to me and to our kids. It means everything, you know, and especially, you know, thank you to my little girls, Ray and Ruby. You guys mean so much to me. I love you guys so much. You're a big reason why I come to jiu-jitsu here is because of you guys, and I love you guys so much, and watching you guys grow means, you know, it's so much to me as well, okay? Next I want to thank Dave. Dave, you know, for everything he's done. You know, there's been many times where I got my blue belt, I got my purple belt, I got my brown belt. I think every time I made a phone call to Dave halfway through that journey, I was like, Dave, I want to quit. I want to quit, I want to quit. And he was just like, bro, jiu-jitsu's always here. Take your time, it never goes anywhere. So we may take time off, but you know, every time I come back, he was always there with a smile to greet me. And you know, the one thing I always try to especially learn from him is, let's make jiu-jitsu fun, right? We come here to have fun. Besides coming in here and fighting all the time, I always tell you guys, you know, one thing that our professor used to tell us is like, if you guys are fighting a lot, you feel it after your days, come into jiu-jitsu and play. You get submitted, hey, it's okay. How'd you do that? Show me how you did that. No one's gonna not share their jiu-jitsu with you, right? So being with Dave, you know, really helped me to open up my creative side of jiu-jitsu and really helped me love to learn and love to teach too. So that was it means a big deal. So thank you, Dave. Thanks to Mair, thanks to Professor Sargini, all the other black belts here. I know I've only been here for a year, but Mair, he's like my brother now, and him and I have some amazing roles, and we have some amazing conversations where we talk about jiu-jitsu and all kinds of other stuff. So thank you so much, Professor. Thank you, Sargini. I know you've only been here for a little bit of time, but it means a lot. So the last person I gotta thank, of course, is my big brother. Literally without him, I wouldn't be here. He's the reason why I moved back. It was because of him. So this belt, I want it to be, proud for my achievements, but I really just want it to be a show of my love for jiu-jitsu, and from him it comes a lot. There's so many times where I'm always the type of guy that's like, I don't want to do it today. I don't want to do it today. And he's just like, big brother's me. Just go in, man. Let's go. Who cares? Get the work in. And sometimes we need that. It's easy to just get in here and just kind of go through the motions, but finding the motivation, and a lot of it is through your friends and through your family. So thank you, B. It really means so much, and for creating such a beautiful home for us, and creating such a great community for us, right? It really means a lot to have you guys as my training partners and as my friends. So I want this belt to me, again, to be a show of my love of jiu-jitsu, and I hope I have so far shown you guys so thanks, appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever experienced a belt testing before, which is, for me it was great, especially seeing my little brother get his black belt. We've been doing jiu-jitsu for 15 plus years, special moment. They say it takes the same amount of time to get your PhD and be a doctor than it does to get a black belt. So we just chose a different path of not being a doctor, just kind of the other way. But no, Professor Dave, we'd love to have you again. I know everything, stuff you've never seen before, right? Which is great. Professor Chris getting his black belt. Thank you for all the support and everything. I know, it means a lot to not only him and his professor, but us too, right? Because you've all done class with, Professor Chris now, and he gives everything he has, right? Like, so different, detailed on each of us. So we're super, happy to have him and continue to keep pushing forward. So we're going to conclude class. If you want to stick around and do some rounds, feel free. I think we have a cake for Professor Chris. So feel free to grab some cake. And then regularly scheduled classes tomorrow.
No gi tomorrow, don't forget.
No gi with Professor Chris tomorrow.
5:30.
So.
Thank you, brother. Thanks, Jesse. Thanks, congrats. Thanks, Paul. Appreciate it. Okay, thanks. Appreciate it. Thank you. Good job. Thank you, guys. Good job. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thanks, bro. Good stuff, dude. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Congrats, Professor.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Hey, nice to see you, Tracy. Thank you. Hey, Dave. Thanks so much. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks, man. I saw you, bro. Thanks, bro. Thanks, bro. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Thanks, man.
Thank you, Professor. Congrats, bro, one more time, bro. You deserve that a lot, bro. So happy for you, bro. Professor.
Thanks, man. Thank you again. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Thank you, baby. I appreciate it.